Burning Eyes Entertainment presents The H-Guys in Pub Encounter.
That day at work, Mamoru's face kept intruding into my thoughts, causing failure after failure. Why don't you just quit your job? You're obviously awful at it. I wondered why I was so utterly consumed by the thought of that man. As I headed to... did she graduate from high school? Because I'm pretty sure no adult would be like that bewildered by the series of events.
It is Japan. You'd be surprised.
Okay. Hey, if something doesn't make sense, it's Japan.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But Americans tend to have a very... compared to Japan, especially, Americans have a very lax view on dating and romance. Japanese people tend to be a lot more serious about it, and so they tend to take a lot longer to, get involved.
As I headed toward the meeting spot, thoughts swirled around in my mind. Then, all of a sudden... it's a random dude, I'll voice it. Gotta move on, guys. We report to Tokiwa. Yes, sir. The sharp, commanding voice rang out in the quiet town. Frightened, I hid myself inside a nearby bush. I could see some bad-looking men in suits, who probably are Yakuza, running out from the park. I immediately thought of Mamoru. Was he okay? If he was in the park waiting... Anyway, I've gotta hurry. Why is the music so tense? Gasping to regain my breath after running. Thank you, because we need to understand how regaining your breath works. I looked around the park. My gaze passed across a figure sitting on a bench that looks like Mamoru. It breathed a sigh of release, and walked across the dirt towards him, only to find it was a shadow clone, because Naruto. Anyway. Oh, okay.
Was one beating not enough for you?
I heard a low voice. Even from afar, I could feel this sharp glare thrown my way, stopping me cold. Mamoru? I struggled to finally find my voice, though my words must have trembled.
It's you, Roberta.
Mamoru was looking my way with a somehow apologetic expression on his face.
I'm sorry to startle you like that, but you'd better not come any closer.
Turns out I'm actually a lawyer on retainer to the Yakuza. That would actually explain a lot and make me even less sympathetic for this shitbag.
Yep.
Why would you say that?
There are circumstances. I don't want to get you involved.
Circumstances. That word reminded me of the tattoo I'd seen on his neck the day before. I knew it was probably for the best that I listened to Mamoru and leave, but for some reason I didn't want to do that. Mamoru's usual aura of cheer and sensuality was nowhere to be seen. I felt
his usual rapey aura was nowhere to be seen.
I felt like I couldn't just leave him like that. I somehow managed to move my trembling legs to take a step forward. The crunch of the dirt under my foot, some crunchy dirt
crunch.
under my foot echoed throughout the silent park.
Roberta, please, do as I say and don't come over here.
Ignoring the plea, because fuck this guy, I continued walking through the heavy atmosphere toward Mamoru. Mamoru, your face. Are you okay? You're so ugly. Oh, that's how you always are. Even the dim lighting, deep bruises from being hit stood out on Mamoru's face. What on earth? I took out my handkerchief from my pocket and gently wiped at the wound, doing nothing because it was a bruise.
Yep. Leave me alone.
My body involuntarily shuddered at the cold, sharp voice, and I realized I just wanted him more. Seeing my reaction, Mamoru realized he'd spoken too harshly and looked apologetic.
I have read fanfiction.net romance section stories that were more enticingly written than this.
Just remember, you bought it.
I did. I paid money for this. I paid money.
I'm not joking with you. Galgun is better written than this.
Yep.
I played it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
Mamoru smiled with self-derision. The atmosphere around us instantly became softer. Oh, look, they actually drew a cut on his face.
It's no fair of you to look at me like that, Roberta.
Fuck you. Look at you like what?
With that worried, concerned look on your face.
But I am worried. Where did you get those bruises? Did those guys do it to you? That single bruise.
Wait, put two and two together, you fucking detective.
Mamoru knit his eyebrows and looked straight at me, slightly annoyed. Am I bothering you? You don't like it when I actually have input into a conversation? You just want to be in control? Are you wishing that you were the main protagonist? Well, fuck you. I'm the main character in this visual novel, Buster.
A little.
Oh, well. Being answered like that so blatantly sent a zing of pain through my arm.
Zing!
That's one of the first times I've seen somebody seriously use the word zing.
And yeah, in like a serious context.
Wouldn't it have been better to say pang?
Mm-hmm.
When I tried to pull my hand away and Mamoru grabbed it, I changed my mind.
But right now, I'm more happy than bothered.
He then gently pulled me into his arms. I buried my face into his broad chest. I could hear his heartbeat, vaguely faster than usual.
You're very kind.
And now we're back to the same atmosphere. Weren't you the one who was kind to me first? No, he wasn't!
No, actually, I mean, it depends on your definition of kind. I mean, I drugged you at a bar the other day.
But I did bring you home, but I caused the problem, so it all sort of levels out. If you regret causing a crime, it's basically like it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm sorry I murdered those people, but I didn't kill their kid, so it's okay.
Yeah. Always remember this, Roberta.
What?
That there's a fairly good possibility that behind a man's kindness, there's an ulterior motive.
At least he's honest about that part.
Ah.
And the thing is, I feel like she needs to hear it.
Yeah. She actually could learn
Does
the shit
that
out of
include you?
No fucking shit. I'm a gentleman by nature.
People that usually say, I'm a gentleman by nature, are usually the opposite of gentlemen.
Biggest shitbags, yeah.
A gentleman by nature would never kiss a girl out of the blue like that. So you realize this.
You misunderstand.
Oh
As a gentleman, giving kisses to the woman I love is an expression of feeling. The woman I love, who I met 2 days ago in a bar.
So the funny thing about this is this reminds me of a character from Fire Emblem Awakening who is kind of similar, but way better written. His name is Virion. And his whole thing, he's like a washed-up noble. Like, all of his titles got claimed away. His country was invaded. His titles got stolen, so now he's technically like a duke only in name. The thing is, he flirts with all the women, and he says he loves them all. But the other thing is, he's never that forward. He takes abuse all the time. And the other thing is, he also says, I'll say I love you to any woman, but I never ask anyone to marry except for the one woman he chooses.
Yeah.
Also, he's not a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not a total fucking piece of shit.
Have you played Awakening?
No, I've only played a few Fire Emblem games. They seem interesting, it's just I'm not really a big Nintendo guy.
Fair enough.
So I never have a Nintendo system to play them.
Fair enough. The woman you love. Are you playing with me again? I think no fucking shit's becoming the catchphrase of this playthrough.
Well, would you like to find out?
With that, Mamoru started to move in towards my face. When his lips were mere inches away from mine, he suddenly stopped. As if a spell had been cast over me, I leaned in and completed the kiss myself. The kiss, tinged with the taste of blood, must have raised some kind of alarm within me.
What's that taste?
It's blood.
It's blood.
All I knew was that right now, I couldn't leave this weakly smiling man alone. I needed to suck all his blood. Chapter 1 complete.
All right.
Likability, 0%. You got that right.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Damn straight. I fucking like this guy 0%.
I think it's actually his measurement. We picked the wrong options by not asking him to stay or whatever. Still says dandy
shot.
Chapter 2, the best way to escape from reality. It's gonna get philosophical? I doubt it.
The best way to escape reality is to accept that it doesn't exist and we're all just shadows on a cave.
That's not what the allegory of the cave is about, you asshole. A few days passed, but the thoughts of Mamoru was never far from my mind.
I actually prefer Plato's alligator of the cave. That's just Plato going like this.
No one can see that except for me, and I
Making
still hate
a shadow
it.
puppet of an alligator.
Apparently he went to UF. The reason for for those bruises and the meaning of that kiss, I couldn't stop wondering. The meaning of the kiss. He wants to fuck you. There.
Yeah.
Mystery complete. Plus that tattoo on his neck. What kind of past was Mamoru at? I think it's pretty present.
One in the Yakuza, obviously.
Either it's past and he's still getting beat up for it, in which case, wow. I'm surprised that you're still alive.
Most criminal organizations aren't super thrilled when you're like, yeah, I think I'm going to go straight.
Yeah, so either... Well, my thought is, are you sure it's his past and not the present?
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't really care to find out. To try to distract myself, I went to my usual cafe during my lunch break.
Let me guess, he's there.
What should I have today? Huh? I caught sight of a group of 2 men. Was that? Oh, you get to choose... Do you want it to be this shitbag? Or the police officer? Oh, no, they're both there, and it's choosing which one do you take more notice of.
Which one you notice.
I'm tempted to say this guy because he's not a piece of shit, but I know we're not going to get the good... Do you care about getting the best ending for this guy?
I don't know, I kind of want to see him get a fucking taste of the hot sliz, but other than that...
Why do you keep saying that? You know why.
Best way to put it.
I wonder, will you speak like this when your significant other is in the room? That'll be fun. I'll have a filter for you. Anyway.
I mean, I talk like this around Kumiho.
That's her full name?
It's the name that we're using.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It means heart-eating fox spirit.
That's hardcore.
It's a hardcore lady.
Is that like the Korean equivalent of
Yes,
Kitsune?
except where Kitsune are like chaotic neutral pranksters. Kumiho is
like actually evil.
Yeah, chaotic evil cannibal.
Mamoru? Oh wow.
Cleaned up a bit. Cut his hair?
I think he has it in like a man bun, but okay, I'll give him credit. That would be that most of the time it's like, huh? Is that? I'll give him credit. At least here, this is a significant. Oh, he must be with like a client or something because he's a lawyer.
Well, he's with the police officer guy, I think.
Maybe. Wait, well, we don't know. I was just intuiting that. Maybe he's with a client. Who gives a shit?
Hi, Roberta. What's wrong? Did you come to see me?
What? Oh, it is him. Okay. Hey, Roberta. I'm here too, you know.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about you.
At least not on this route. I was beckoned over to the two men's table, and then I whispered to the policeman, "Please save me." Thanks for letting me join you. No need for thanks. They shouldn't have even had to ask you. We're all friends now, aren't we?
We met that one time at a bar.
Well, the difference is with this guy, he seems genuinely cheerful and friendly, whereas with Lawyer Man, it's creepy. It's your line whenever you're ready.
He's right. Sometimes you can be pretty clever. Hide.
He'd.
Sometimes you can be pretty clever. Hide.
Hide.
From that 70s show.
What do you mean, sometimes? I felt a smile come to my face at the pair's lively conversation, and I realized I like boys' love. Thank goodness. It looked like Mamoru was back to his old self. Old self with, like, being generous a week of acquaintance.
Wait. How do you... God damn it. You've met him 3 times.
What are you doing? What are you two doing together? I said being generous a week.
Jesus. It's a work meeting.
That makes sense. Now that reminds me, I don't think I asked, but what do you do?
Do you really want to know?
No, I asked because I don't care. Of course. Mamoru narrowed his eyes. Remembering the tattoo I'd seen on his neck, I became a little scared to hear the truth. But I wanted to know more about Mamoru, said the voices in my head. If you don't mind, yes, please. What should we call you? The solver of disputes? Just call him a lawyer!
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Disputes? What did that mean? I'll tell you what, you're no Phoenix Wright. There were many packets and papers spread out on the two men's table. I glanced over them, searching for a clue. Suddenly my eyes went to the breast pocket of Mamoru's suit. I just loved staring at his nips. Oh! Without thinking, I let out a gasp of wonder. Watching me, a teasing smile came to Hideaki's face. She got you, Mamoru. She got you, Mamoru. You're pretty surprisingly observant, Roberta. Too bad you can't put 2 and 2 together for shit.
Yep.
Mamoru, are you? He sure is, Roberta.
You're just using me as a way to have some fun.
Yeah, you do that all the time, though, asshole. Because it is fun. I don't often get to witness
this. Are you? Yeah, I think she's figured it out.
A
college professor?
I was going to go somewhere else, because that's too close to actually being smart. That would have at least been an intuitive guess by papers. I was going to say, are you an elephant? Because it is fun. I don't get to witness the moment your secret comes to light. Are you a lawyer?
Correct.
Mamoru whispered shyly. Oh, he's shy about having a real career.
He's shy about having what is widely considered like a very, respectable career.
Respectable career? Usually the people in it are not considered respectable.
True, but I mean, it takes a lot of skill to become one, and they usually make a lot of money.
It weirds me out how, teachers, lawyers, and doctors, the 3 noble professions, strangely enough, except for doctors, the other 2 kind of get shit on in modern days.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm with the police. Look at this. Hideaki took out his police badge from his pocket and casually flipped it open. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Phoenix Wright, he kind of reminds me a little of Dick Gumshoe because of his like slight stubble and his expression of having like one hand raised.
Yeah.
And the cut over his... Anyway.